Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They get play action here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Giants are going to get a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
No.
Now let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Blue landing!
Go 58 to the mic. Who that? Who that?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Fuller. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Be nice now.
We want them for field goals,
there you go.
not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Strong left. Strong left.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Tight end's left. Tight end's left. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Alert.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. 3 down. 3 down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Hey.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Got 4 down.
3-19.
Watch 85. Ball going 85. Watch 85.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. a big-time drop.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Go. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming on the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's first down, New York.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And that's incomplete.
Receivers work all the time. I'm making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Now let's go. Gun. Check 25.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll drop the throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch the back. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Gun. Check. Gun. Hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got the lane, Here he goes. The 40, the 30. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Hey, we got tight right.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Tight end left. Hot.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Watch left. Stop right there. Even.
Now let's go. Blue 90. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They come up in an offset
Here we go.
eye.
319.
I'm going to come back.
They go play action here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Tight on the left. Move.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
We'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green. And it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he's got it up and through. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than it is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
3 down, 3 down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
94 is the mark.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Jacob Shum now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 23 yards on the play.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Double tight.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Strong right.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
We got 4.
319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And a nifty hurdle allows him to snag the extra yardage for the first before the tackle.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here we go now. 319.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left half. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go.
94 is the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Strong left.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
94 is the mic.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
She let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Even. 4 down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver left, two to the right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. Again, he'll drop the throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Stopped him in his tracks. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
We got 3, we got 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to protest that he was happy to get points. But we know that's not true. Okay? After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And they'll go on the ground. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do that.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that back and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
3 down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
We got 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A strong running. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Green 39.
From deep in their own territory. They look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining. Hot. 94 is the money.
Here's the play fake as they set it. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
New York set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball.
All right, here we go.
Intentional walk.
Always bringing it up the sport.
Listen, think about the intentional walk, right?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.
Your inhibitions, let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That instant, give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, ain't nobody game. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Pass it around, hey. What with me now? We running wild, hey. Ain't nobody game, we on the town, hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! Red 38!
They let their receiver run out of the Wildcat. Room here to run. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Tight end right. Tight end right.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on
All right, here
third
we go.
down.
They can pass.
Blue 90!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go now! 319! 319!
56, Mike, 56.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
That's a Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. There's some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Hey, watch 13.
Let's go! 319!
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And a cut, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation with
the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
6-man.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
58.
Mariota now on 2nd down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Mariota to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical.
Here we go now.
You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. That's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go. White 90.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Green. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Hey, watch the lane.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. Past the 20. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 in their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, sometimes there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And this is Parker, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Offside, defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Mariota on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. I'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there, 85 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3 down.
They go back to Reddick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 20. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now Riddick. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
Extra point try now for Suckup. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So he shifts past him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Second down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch 88. Switch.
On second down, Mariota again. He's got time. Out to the flat for Reddick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 3rd down and 3.
Strong left. Strong left. It's going to be a long It's going to be a long
Again, it's Mariota. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Two tights.
And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Here we go. White 90.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Mariota. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Check. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He's making plays.
Throwing is Mariota. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6.
Watch left.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, Mariota finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept just a 1-yard gain. Riddick with a carry, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And now out come the Jags.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Spike 56.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action, they'll throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And his defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mariota now on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Mariota on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To the air again. Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
Mariota again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Third and goal. Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And tough starting field position here.
Single. I got a single on the
Here
side.
we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Mike 5-4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left-sided, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across.